30 years after the first season of The Real World debuted as a quote-unquote social experiment, reality TV has become a genre unto itself, with character types, stock stories, and cliches that rival the laziest detective dramas.
Everyone needs to pull over.
Whether it fits into the subgenre of the dating show, social experiment, ensemble drama, celebrity show, competition of skill, or competition that's an excuse to watch Instagram models get drunk, hook up, and fight with each other, the best reality TV is made from the same ingredients.
Today's secret ingredient is potatoes!
There's the bald-faced lies, the knockdown, drag-out fights,
Get your finger out of my face.
the apology ritual, the alliances, villains, and hot messes, and of course, the drama.
Don't be rude. Are you kidding me?
Here's our list of the most essential tropes and characters in reality TV, and why some of them are just so played out that we wish they'd pack their bags.
Get your and go, bitch.
If there's one thing reality TV needs, it's a villain.
Well, let's talk about your arrest. Why don't we do that? I low blowed back.
Good villains are the schemers, the egomaniacs, and the bullies. They stir up all the drama. They're the center of attention, and they're not here to make friends.
I'm not here to make friends.
We're not looking to make new friends.
I mean, I don't want to be a cliche, but I'm not here to make friends.
The villain trope has been around since the earliest days of reality TV. In Season 3 of The Real World, Puck relentlessly antagonized the HIV-positive Pedro Zamora, and during the first season of Survivor, Richard Hatch created the series' first alliance, using his ability to persuade the other players to manipulate who was eliminated, something that other players originally considered cheating.
Making a deal with Rich is kind of like making a deal with the devil.
Survivor even had an entire season with a tribe full of past villains, including the now infamous Russell Hantz, who in just his first day on the island insulted several of the women on the show, sabotaged his own team's water supply, and lied about losing his dog in Hurricane Katrina.
It is shocking that these people trust me so much. I mean, these people are just idiots.
Some villains are just naturally selfish or nasty people, like Bachelor Ari Luyendik, who broke up with the winner of his season on camera before getting back together with the runner-up.
Do you want to be back with her?
I want to see if there's that possibility.
Are you kidding me?
But the villain is such an essential reality TV type that some reality stars will deliberately play up their villainous side for entertainment value.
Go back to Party City where you belong.
Bachelorette contestant Justin Rego told Entertainment Weekly that after he realized he was getting the villain edit, he thought, why not? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Why not just go with it? Tiffany New York Pollard has also spoken about how she saw an opportunity to have some fun when she was on Flavor of Love. She quickly established herself as an iconic and memorable villain within the first 10 minutes of the first episode.
They're like a loud pack of idiot bitches, and I'm sick of them already.
Reality personalities have even announced their villain status on air. Jersey Shore's Mike the Situation famously said,
"Who's gonna be the bad guy? Situation? No problem."
And the Glass House's Alex sent out a question to America.
Should I turn into the most epic villain in the history of reality TV?
The villain rarely wins the whole show.
The wicked stepmother never wins.
But some have managed to build their entire career off of being a reality TV villain, sometimes going on to far greater success than the technical winners. Consider Omarosa Manigault Newman, who was the highly memorable villain on the first season of The Apprentice.
Haven't always thought that she was professional, nor did she have much class or finesse.
Omarosa went on to return to The Apprentice.
You were on the wrong side of Omarosa today.
Appeared on Celebrity Big Brother, wrote a book, and even briefly had a job in the Trump White House, all launched by her persona from The Apprentice.
Shut up, turn around, don't talk to me.
Similarly, Johnny Bananas went from being a villain on The Real World to competing on The Challenge, where he won 7 seasons and infamously screwed over several of his fellow castmates.
So I'm gonna go ahead and take the money and run, teacher.
Eventually, he even became the host of his own show on NBC. Still, while some of these villains have relished and earned their reputations, others have been pushed into acting rashly or irresponsibly by producers, given a misleading edit in post-production, or even completely misrepresented in the final version of a show that airs.
I feel like I was portrayed as a monster.
They've also dealt with extensive backlash from fans, sometimes lasting for years and years after their time on TV. As is often the case with reality TV, everything is not always as it seems in the edit.
You waited until the cameras on to start drama and just say Gus is a cheater. You waited till the cameras were rolling to do it.
We love to hate the villain, but we love to laugh at the hot mess.
Where's the bitch?
Instead of being a bully or a malicious schemer, the hot mess is just drunk, chaotic, and mesmerizing. These are often the breakout stars, people like Snooki from Jersey Shore or Brandi Glanville from The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
You won an Emmy. That's really... Why did you do that?
It's not hard to understand why these people become popular. They're fun to watch. They enjoy themselves, let themselves go, and constantly get into trouble.
Get out of the car.
You're under arrest.
What the am I gonna do now?
In fact, the entire premise of The Simple Life was about turning wealthy socialites Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie into hot messes by placing them in rural, working-class settings out of their comfort zone.
Thanks, bitch. Have a great day. This is fun.
But sometimes a production's effort to create a hot mess can go too far. Alcohol helps loosen everyone up to stir up messy drama, but as happened on Bachelor in Paradise, sometimes this can create an outright dangerous environment for actors. And even once the production wraps, some of the most beloved hot mess characters have gone on to develop mental health and substance abuse problems.
Sorry, I'm so used to playing a character that it's hard for me to be normal.
The mental health and well-being of reality TV stars has become more of a spotlight for productions recently. In fact, these problems have themselves become a part of the reality TV industry. Celebrity Rehab with Dr. Drew featured several people struggling with addiction after appearing on reality TV.
Our talent was drinking. At the time, I thought it was the most amazing thing, but little did I know I was a super, super sick individual.
These kinds of shows can help reveal a more human element of reality TV stars, but the best recovery television doesn't always equal the best recovery.
I just can't believe this is happening.
Everyone loves a good twist, which is why reality TV is full of them. There are the twist challenges and trips that audiences expect, like Love Island's Casa Amor, where both the men and women on the show are given the opportunity to mingle with an entirely new group of singles.
Welcome to Casa Amor. You'll be staying here for the next few days.
And then there are wholly unexpected twists, like Jack's ex-girlfriend being one of the Casa Amor singles in season 4. Reality TV loves a surprise reappearance. Flavor of Love brought back Tiffany New York Pollard during its second season.
I invited me a special guest.
Yo, New York!
A genuine shock that presaged years of forced surprises.
Yeah, you think I'm a dirty little hamster?
Oh, yo, who sent you?
Now we have to wonder what special guests will show up at the Housewives reunions and which queens will reappear on RuPaul's Drag Race. Some shows make twists their entire premise. There's Too Hot to Handle, where horny contestants show up for a fake dating show with a name like Pleasure Island, only to learn they're not allowed to touch or kiss at all. And then there's Ex on the Beach, where singles expecting a traditional dating show instead have to live with their exes.
It's back.
Are you kidding me?
As a new set of unsuspecting singles are forced to face their exes.
Other shows with twists in their premise keep the contestants in the dark for as long as possible, like when a group of women thought they were competing to marry a business magnate in Joe Millionaire.
Truth is, I'm not the millionaire.
Or when a different group of women thought they were competing to marry Prince Harry in I Want to Marry Harry. On Drag Race All-Stars, the twists in the elimination process have escalated to the point where, for some viewers, the competition itself has become meaningless.
I'm going home.
Some fans think these extreme twists have gone too far. Not only can they be excessively dishonest and manipulative toward the cast, for the audience they're distracting, and they can disrupt the narrative and momentum of a show. In competition shows where strategy is involved, twists can make it impossible for the quote-unquote best player to actually execute on their plans and win.
This is a hidden immunity idol, and this is the idol nullifier.
Shows that lean too hard on twists and gimmicks can feel like they don't trust their characters to actually carry the show, even though most of the time the people are what audiences come back for. Everything on reality TV is big. Big parties, big outfits, and of course, big fights. Often on shows like Selling Sunset and The Real Housewives, the glamorous events and luxurious outings are really just set dressing for a fight. Putting strong personalities in close quarters creates conflict, which is the whole reason we're watching in the first place.
No wonder why you cheated on your wife.
Out of context, these fights seem to be overly intense and about nothing, which makes them especially memeable.
How do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion!
And they do usually start with a small, insignificant slight or something thoughtless said in the heat of the moment, but they always escalate, sometimes because the characters say something truly hurtful or too emotionally real.
All right, at least I don't do crystal in the bathroom all night long, bitch.
But sometimes it's because they have to. They know they have to escalate the conflict further and further to surprise and delight the audience.
Was there 12 people on my couch?
No, I didn't do
Wait, can I get a
You haven't done that drink yet.
Some shows have been built entirely around the idea that good fights mean good reality TV. Bad Girls Club starts each of its seasons by showcasing a big violent confrontation, then asking viewers to watch the full series if they want to find out how it happened. But even if it's not a deliberate gimmick, lots of shows have iconic moments when the gloves come off. The tension between Ronnie and Mike on the Jersey Shore kept audiences watching until the 4th season, when they finally came to blows with each other, and also The Wall. And one of the most iconic moments in all of America's Next Top Model is when Tyra Banks lost her cool at a competitor who disappointed her.
Stop it! I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
Knockdown, drag-out moments like these always usher in the next big reality TV gimmick. Every big fight needs an even bigger apology, and reality TV loves the drama of demanding, avoiding, accepting, or rejecting apologies. The Real Housewives are famous for their secret language of not really apologizing.
I am sorry that you're upset.
No, you can't be sorry that I'm upset.
Oh, sorry,
That's
then
not
I
an
don't
apology.
apologize for that
It's
word.
not an apology.
Until the drama escalates to a peak where some kind of expression of contrition has to elaborately play out. Sometimes these apologies are for deeply hurtful words or behavior, like spreading malicious rumors.
His friend at school said, I didn't know that your stepdad was gay.
Sorry, check please.
And sometimes they're over incidents that are a little more frivolous.
You're upset because you're jealous?
Jealous of what? Your ugly leather pants? No.
Demanding these apologies might seem petty, but it can be cathartic to watch. Reality TV cast members get to have the kinds of conversations most of us only get to imagine in our heads. Conversations where everyone gathers to formally discuss whatever trivial issue is weighing on one of them.
This is the Bad Girls Club. Who has house meetings?
Reality shows like Intervention and Marriage Boot Camp are all about bringing people together for real emotional conversations that they wouldn't otherwise have in their normal lives.
You deserve better. Sorry.
Sometimes they even get to hold the person accountable in front of an audience on a reunion episode.
You have no impulse control.
I am sorry that I took my pain, anger, sadness, and fear out on you.
Speaking of sob stories, producers seemingly love to highlight a contestant's personal struggles in a plea to force the audience to bond with or relate to them. And when an episode of Drag Race or The Bachelor delves into the emotional backstory of one of the contestants, you know they're about to be sent home.
So do you kind of feel like your brother's with you right now?
I do. Being here on Survivor is about closure.
Third person voted out of Survivor, 42. Mariah, that's 3, that's enough.
This is a so-called exit edit, where we suddenly learn a lot more about someone's life and flaws just before they get eliminated, so that the editors can make it seem like they got a complete arc on the show, instead of just being kicked off.
Not the end, and just till we meet again.
This gimmick doesn't only apply to those who are about to be kicked off. So many contestants have gotten this edit on American Idol that Entertainment Weekly ran an article called American Idol: 23 Classic Sob Stories. And finally, there's the most meta trope of them all, the moment where all of the other tropes fall away and reality TV manages to capture reality. This doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's some of the most riveting TV around. In fact, these moments can often catapult a show from run-of-the-mill to must-watch. Take Jersey Shore, which became a sensation in part because Snooki literally got punched in the face during filming on the first season.
I'm just laying there and I'm like, yo, what the just happened?
Those rare, truly unscriptable moments are why so many of us tune into reality TV. Last year, on The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, housewife Jen Shah was raided by the FBI, seemingly unbeknownst to the production team in the middle of a planned vacation.
Homeland Security.
So despite all the repetitive tropes, scripts, and attempts to control after decades of finessing reality TV down to a highly curated art, it does still feel like something is real, unplanned, out of control, and impossible to predict.
It's getting real serious.
things are changing around here.
Some of the best reality TV always leaves us wondering about what is quote-unquote actually happening. At the end of The Hills, Brody Jenner and Kristen Cavallari waved goodbye in a scene that was revealed to be shot on set. Was the entire show faked? Just that scene? We might never know, and that's what makes it great reality TV. That's The Take. Click here to watch a video we think you'll love, or here to check out a whole playlist of awesome content. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications.